Supports are real squishy.
I think
They're ready for pretty spammy lanes. And also, if you aren't at full HP, nice stun from random catches, but they're looking for the turnaround, actually.
Wow.
They want this kill. Do they have enough damage? Stroke of Fate also coming through. I think caught those creeps for the bonus damage as well. Very nice positioning from the group stroke. Looks like he will be brought down, though. That happens. The interesting thing for me as well is up.
Oh,
all right.
Wow,
well, fly by. He's dead, 100%. Wow. Nice rotation from XM. And they should be able to transition this into a tower push as well. Seeing that, they're going to try and respond aggressively at bottom. Chain stun coming through. Just barely able to kill the Doom. If he got his wand charges off.
Everywhere.
Yeah, and now Afu going to get caught by the slowdown.
So nice.
One more nuke from James finishes off the kill. Lanham also trying to escape, but he should be okay.
That was such a cool
teams as well. Wraith King looked huge during the group stage portion of this qualifier. And then we started seeing some of these answers to it. And I think a lot of teams shy away from it, but CDEC still has some confidence. XM, he's really tanky. Strength Treads, Crown, Bracer, Wraith Band, Wand, all these small items so difficult to bring down. And oh, the snipe as well from the group stroke.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the games that we saw that looked problematic were these dual lanes that you think about being strong, like Wraith King Shadow Shaman, for example, that were kind of getting run at and taking advantage of Wraith King's low armor. In this game, you show a strong tri-lane.
Oh, Sven just going to get gone on. James is down. He's already level 6 on this Lina.
King Skeletons, right? So he wants to have tons of damage block. That's why they're having trouble killing him.
Oh, Soulbind Doom coming in. XM also here for the slow. Afu, what can you do? There's nothing. Flyby wants to save with the Ravage, but it's not going to do a damn thing. 1, 2, 3 with the double kill. XM still chasing.
That's a threat.
He still wants this Ancient Apparition. Oh man.
He's gonna get
also see that they see TA. Yeah, that's what oh, kills the bottom. XM maybe finally brought down. Oh, but it's still a little bit of a trade. The CDEC supports. They're the cleanup crew.
Why is that slow? Come on.
Stroke of Fate?
Yeah, that seems a little bit.
It's only 1.5 seconds.
All right, fair enough.
That's not very long.
Stroke. All right, Setsu with the blink actually.
That's good.
Starting to get aggressive.
He needed that.
It's got 142 CS, by the way.
Tier 2. They're setting up for more. They're smoking in. They don't have the Soulbind, but they do have Doom. Hyde's got Ravage, but if he gets caught, this could be a really bad fight. XM's going to move forward. They find one over on the side. Ancient Apparition scouts the gang. XM's running forward. Wants to start this fight off right. Templar Assassin getting drained. They might not even need to use the Doom. CDEC just bringing the numbers. And RNG not really reading this properly. Flyby on the way out, but he's still got a TP on cooldown for 30 seconds.
Nah, the James TP to the tier 2, I think.
All right. Flyby knows he's dead. He's just like, please let me get these 2 waves of creeps.
He's got them, I think.
Yeah, he's got it.
Oh no, not the silence.
Not the embrace.
No, no anchor smash for you, friend.
1, 2, 3. Again, getting gone on, but all right. Well, this smoke gank is now just for the support instead. I don't know if they're getting out.
It feels like he's wasting a ton of the time.
Nice stomp. That's going to prevent the Ice Blast from coming out. They do get caught with the cold feet, but XM going to come in, clean up. Double kill for him. 1, 2, plain line.
But the Riverwood vision is actually so good. They're going to see all the approach patterns. They see TA sitting. Ice Blast is coming through.
Yep. Doom's ready to jump. Good positioning as well from the Grimstroke. Just wants to make sure he gets his ult up. Got double force staff to save. They pop the drum charge. Chasing out. Yeah, they just see everybody. They should be able to get the jump. Monet wants the Grimstroke first, but the force staff goes back the other way. Sven needs to be careful. He's wasting saturation. They do pop the Ravage, but it only catches James up on the high ground. Nice turn from Platinum to follow it up. Wraith King still in the middle of this fight. Soulbind and a force staff away. They continue to kite. TA's already died and bop back into the game. CDEC using their vision advantage absolutely perfectly. They keep the supports out of harm's way. Cannot be said for RNG as they buy back. They're putting their gold on the line for this fight. TA gets halberded, will be forced to blink away.
Oh, and then a new one, yeah, right. That one as well. Yeah.
Oh, even further. Monet jumping in. They're looking for the Razor. Can they actually pop him? Flyby on top of James. BKB's getting popped in both directions. There's still no Doom, but there is another Soulbind. Monet just getting burned down. 280 damage stolen. Why did they try and go on the Razor? XM's going to punish them for it. And RNG are just out.
It makes more sense now, because I was like, man, they're going in with, they got their BKB and Sven, but they don't have Sven ulti. They don't have Ravage.
They just think they're
It's just
done.
kind of one last gas.
Yeah.
I kind of agree, honestly.
CDEC's playing better.
Just for RNG's sake, I think they're going to need him to be able to make some space and also have a fairly well-timed Blink Dagger.
So I think it has to be RNG that's pretty happy with the way these lanes are going.
Undying's dying. That wasn't a dad joke.
He's dead. That's first blood for Lanamar. 2 points up in the Maledict.
But it does slow down your acceleration right now, is the thing, by not having dark back levels. Yeah.
Yeah, bouncing back and forth.
Wow,
So completely locked down next to one creep.
that was crazy.
He's dead. And now Setsu rotating. It's only 1 point in the Diabolic Edict, but I don't know if CDEC can really spare anybody else to come and deal with this. Maybe the Rubik can TP down, but it might just be a dead tower.
Which Centaur thing is actually pretty legit.
All right, Rubik's TPing in. James with the fade ball, but
James.
Setsu actually it doesn't bounce. They're going to glyph their wave as well. James, they've popped Stampede. Now they see the Undying further in the trees. Another TP coming in from the Ursa, but
Is this save a friend syndrome?
are they all just going to die?
What are you doing?
They really, really want to hold this tier 1 tower.
As soon as he comes right back in.
Oh, Stampede pop. They see an opportunity onto XM. They've already got this Yules up on the left shack. He's nice and farmed, and XM's only got 1 point in the mana shield. He does pop his stick, gets the Stone Gaze out. That is going to catch onto the Witch Doctor. Ravaged now. Act the opposite way. James has actually stole the Pulse Nova. He gets a double kill. He's looking for a little more flybys. Way too tanky for them to consider going on.
After she does so much damage to her teammates.
Guys, we didn't even think about it. The Maledict plus Soulcatcher. Hello?
That's true.
That's nuts.
As long as you time it right.
That's
now.
crazy.
They're going on Dusa here.
Yeah, alright. Does get the Stone Gaze off, but immediately gets the Demonic Perch. Can they actually find anything? Flyby's being lifted in. He's pretty tanky. Setsu's waiting up on the high ground. The Ravage comes out. It does clip him. And now the Undying's also here. RNG way too deep. Why didn't Setsu just leave? He wanted to see if they could take that fight, and James gets yet
leave the
another
lane.
double. Afu, get caught. I think James is going to find the vision here. Yep, through the trees, get the lift back. Stampede gets popped.
Wow,
They're coming in
Stampede
as
for
well.
your
Witch Doctor, no, here comes the turnaround. Death Ward catching both of them. Ursa's got the Enrage, but they've got Chain Stun and the Yule Scepter if needed. Eve, there's no way out of this for him. It was not a defensive Stampede in the slightest.
And in some ways, these early fights are bonkers good because teams are fighting all the time now in jungles like this. Casca's amazing in
and they
these
found one more.
circumstances.
James, gonna get Yules. Setsu with the stun. Sets up the double. Tied TP straight into the stun. He's losing some life. Afu coming in. Throughout the disruption.
More mana.
Flyby still wanting to fight. Landon's gonna come back in with another Maledict. Paralyzing cast. XM losing pretty much everything. Is he dead to this Maledict? So this is
I think he's alive.
It's one more
It was pretty good damage, I suppose.
Yeah.
total reversal on what we've seen.
It's such a big
CDEC.
problem with Tusa, right? I say all the time that the first 12k gold or so on her is some of the least efficient core gold in the game. As you see Undying go down, not a big impact kill there with that early gold, and the fact that he is so far behind the enemy cores.
Oh, James disrupts himself.
Right.
Can he get a fake out going here? Steals the Pulse Nova, tries to turn around, do a little bit of damage before he dies. Lanham's got the cast bouncing around though. Bounce back to Eve, and again, follow-up stun, dominating for Lanham. Ursa, that was not a fight you wanted to be involved in.
Their stuns that his allies
Lift
provide.
onto the Lesh. Can they burst him? Defensive disruption. He's got the BKB once he comes out. 1, 2, 3. Trying to hold on to the Ravage, but both BKBs get popped. They've already worked down James. XM finds himself in the middle of the fight. He's already used the Stone Gaze. And after the buyback from the Rubik, RNG are playing this super safe. They will just back themselves up, grab this bounty. Is anyone going to go for the bottom bounties? Afu still being slowed by the zombies. Put some damage onto the Ursa, and he will go down. Demonic Perk stolen.
To discuss comeback mechanic, I think double Ravage is...
Oh, they blinked in front of him. All right, he's still fine.
Sean Slurk, so very safe for him to go spot it, especially with the BKB.
Oh, they get the disruption onto the Dusa, losing all that health. Now going to get stomped up. Backlines, they've caught out onto 1, 2, 3. Can he get into a good position for the Ravage? The Tombstone is down. Flyby wanting to continue going. Eve popping all of his cooldowns. They will bring down Flyby. But 1, 2, 3 now getting chased. Setsu with the BKBs inside of the base, and Eve is also dead. Buyback from the Tidehunter. Can they keep this Dusa alive? Monet not going to give him the chance. Does actually get caught by the Stone Gaze, but your Medusa's already dead with no buyback, and it's Slark about to run rampant inside of the Radiant base. Triple kill for Lanham, in fact, as 1, 2, 3. He popped back into this game, but RNG are going to send him straight back to the fountain, and the GG is called. Two extremely one-sided games to start this series.
Two extremely lopsided drafts as well. It feels like 2 games in a row. The last team wins. Very surprised the teams do not prioritize second pick.
RNG at those,
I'll take CDEC.
Those odds for sure.
with the Centaur.
I guess he doesn't have boots yet.
Well,
So.
who's running it who?
And now they don't cast anymore,
Might just
so
be dead. One more touch. All right, that's going to be first blood, but it does seem like maybe the Troll Warlord in some trouble. Just wants to do a little bit more damage to Lanham, and that last auto attack is not going to be enough.
I will say though, Sniper is my sneaky pick for like top meta hero in TI specifically, and the nerfs to heroes lane mechanics is a buff to Sniper.
There's some damage. Lanham comes around the corner. We've seen RNG. They're really good at these ganks. Maldic down along with the Assassinate XM. They even had Shadow Poison stacks in reserve. 1, 2, 3 TPs in, but
he could have saved him too. 3 points in Purification would have been huge. They'll punish Lanham unless
he just TPs away. The Disruptor traded pretty well against the Witch Doctor in the first couple of levels, but now we're getting to the point where it's hardly the case. Disruptor just getting run down. Disruptor and Omni playing from behind is not going to be a whole lot of fun. Up atop, they are going for Monet, but he's got a lot of drains out and some wand charges. Can they actually kill him off here? Afu just going to disrupt the biggest damage dealer, but Troll Warlord coming out of there pretty quickly. Monet, can they keep him alive? CDC, they have to finish this, but they don't do it. He actually survives, and now 1, 2, 3 trapped in the trees. Assassinate keeping the vision on him. They're just going to keep pump faking it. Lanham just blocks him in. Does take a lot of damage in return, though. Paralyzing cast bouncing around a little bit. James comes in, finishes off Afu with the Fade Bolt. And RNG... Setsu happy to stand here and attack. Eve actually wants to go for this. 1, 2, 3 looped back around through the trees, and actually Disruptor also coming in. All right, Setsu got another Stampede that they want to use. Disruptor, what can he actually get off? Static Storm, Kinetic Field, but just hangs out in there defensively. Can they get a little bit more XM? They were looking for the stomp, but James gets the lift. And they disengage. They have popped the Exorcism, so probably going to try and stick around here and get some damage onto the Tier 1 tower. There is a glyph available for the Radiant. Battle Trance coming back off cooldown soon. Land him with the Death Ward. It bounces all the way back onto the Troll. James has stolen it. Monet, is this going to be enough damage on him? He runs away. Omni Knight caught up on the high ground, but the Purification turns things around a little bit, though. Death Prophet's still fighting, and that is going to be a 3 for nothing. Centaur, like we talked about, is okay. Oh no, the Troll Warlord. Disruptor trying to be the defensive option. They do get the glimpse backwards. Is this actually going to be enough, though? The Death Ward, Lanham knows that he only needs a little bit more damage, and Monet is also here. They've caught out the Disruptor now. Omni Knight and Disruptor look so bad when you're on the back foot, and RNG are just running at him.
First pick Rubik. You traditionally were saving James's hero, and now that Spirit Breaker is banned every game, and they're first picking Rubik.
Lanham getting gone on, but his team is here to back him up. 1, 2, 3 in the front lines jump in.
Oh my god.
Rubik.
That was the first Meldic proc.
Wow, this game's over.
That was the first proc.
Flyby looking for the jump. Do they see him? They do.
Dire's top tower.
Backs up into the fog now. They scan the high ground. They're looking for the big wraparound, but Afu positioned, ready with the disruption just in case they need it, but it's the big wraparound. They're going to go for the backline first, but he actually breaks the smoke and scouts it. Afu's on point. Exorcism getting popped. They're going to go for Monet first. Disruptor's already dead. Sniper's in a pretty good position. Setsu, double kill so far. They just can't get on top of him. RNG kiting this fight backwards perfectly. Troll Warlord wasting his ulti on some illusions. They do get the Static Storm Kinetic Field after the buyback, but Dusa is just taking way too much damage. They will manage to bring down the Death Prophet. Lanham tanking a little bit, but Sniper is the king of this fight. Ultra kill for him. Can we get him one more?
Full Omni too.
Oh yeah.
Because mixed damage versus Omni is just quite nice. And the supports are also very good.
They see him. They're going to stampede forward. Stomp. Maldic's caught him. Doesn't have the Stone Gaze. Tries to Manta. Retreat up onto the high ground. The Disruptor's trying to save him, but he's already completely at this point. Looks like he should end up being okay. I believe that is the stolen Death Ward getting put back the other way, but it's actually not a whole lot of damage. And RNG, they now find James outside of the base. They've got the auto attacks on him. The Centaur Illusion getting in here. Assassinate. Godlike for Setsu. that approach.
CDEC is so good at covering these angles of approach in these fights.
Monet.
Range basher.
All right, defensive disruption. Does have the BKB to try and run this one out. Troll trying to lock him down. Gets the bash. Setsu laying in with the damage, but needs to be careful about letting the troll approach him. Death Prophet still surviving with the siphon. Now they come in with the stun. Setsu's up on the high ground. He's just auto-attacking down. Shrapnel raining everywhere, but they do have the Scotty slow onto him. Static Storm Kinetic Field catching a little bit more. Centaur's going to go down. They also get the glimpse back onto Afu and take him out. Ready to rock and roll. What's he going to find? They see the Deuce Illusions. He's got the Invis. He jumps in. They find the Omni Knight first. There is a Static Storm Kinetic Field coming out, but Sniper just shreds the Disruptor. Omni Knight now coming forward. Eve, he's popped everything. The Sniper is okay. He's found his position in the back lines of this fight. Flyby instead will be the target. They're trying to fight with their Shrine. Deuce tanking through a little bit. Flyby is actually going to survive. One more hit to kill the Troll Warlord. He's down. Double kill for the Sniper. Death Prophet using up the Medusa. She doesn't have any mana left, and soon she's not going to have any life as the Exorcism puts her in the ground. 1, 2, 3. Also caught Alpha with the Disruption ready to go, letting his team get into position. Can they actually get this kill as well? Who am I kidding? They've got the
Setsu,
Sniper.
have mercy.
Seriously, man.
Oh. Glimpse coming back. Rubik in some danger, getting auto attack. Guardian Angel popped to try and keep him alive. Troll Warlord wailing on the Centaur, but yeah, there's the Halberd. Setsu up on the high ground, auto attacking out. Flyby is going to get glimmered. They do pop the Stone Gaze, but Setsu's just able to stay out of range. Flyby will be the next one to fall. Eve popped his BKB. Can they get the Medusa out of here, though? Lanham's looking to keep this fight going for a little bit longer. They get the silence, slowing him down. Eve into the backline. He does have the Battle Trance available, and he's just locking onto the Witch Doctor. I don't think that's the kill that he wants. Setsu pops the BKB. He's willing to fight this one out. Monet also with the BKB. Eve, can they keep him alive? He's maledicted, and he's dead beyond godlike. For Setsu, he finally gets lifted, though. They are actually going to finish him off. He buys back into this game. Deuce is dead with no buyback. Yep, jump in, stomp on the Troll. Still has BKB, still has Battle Trance. The Static Storm Kinetic Field is pretty nice, but here comes the Demonic Purge. They only have 2 heroes left. Battle Trance gets popped. Flyby happy to tank it. Maledict plus the Heaven's Halberd. There's the GG. And RNG from 1 game down, come back, take the 2-0 so far. Can they get the full sweep? They might just be going to TI.
I'll be honest.
And still has the Shadow Strike on him for a little bit longer. Setsu, he's looking for it. He's going in. XM, is he dead? Fairy Fire. The Fairy Fire. Oh,
XM. This is the kill maybe that you wanted for Queen of Pain.
Well, he needs to do something, that's for sure. Is he going to get denied, though? XM's hanging around. Oh, Shadow Strike's still here for a little bit. One more hit, and okay, not quite. And Setsu actually wanting a little bit more. Pops the stick charges.
This is not a good idea. Okay.
Gotta be careful. There's the Sonic Wave and the stun from the high ground.
Maybe a little far ahead.
They see the Grimstroke rotating up into top, and Monet wants this permastack. He's gonna get it. First one of the game. They do deploy the Mass Serpent Wards up top. This is still my concern for RNG. How do they take
tower.
the buildings? Stun onto the Centaur. There's the Maledict plus the Death Ward. Lots of damage. Not even going to use the finger. They actually want James. He's fighting with his Mass Serpent Wards. He does have some tangos to try and juke this one out. Actually goes around for the hex.
Oh,
what
was that?
Did he hex the creep? Or something?
You mean Shackle? It was
Shackle.
Something weird happened.
Something not quite right happened there.
Man, they're actually right now.
No waveform. Some mana.
Oh no,
yeah,
this could be
on cooldown. Can they actually bring him down? He pops the stick charges, but he loses mana again. He popped it a little bit too early. Yeah, he's looking dead, but oh, the Slark might also go down. He does manage to get the Shadow Dance off. Queen of Pain comes in. Hex up from Lanham. They're looking for a little bit more. That's 3 dead so far. XM pops the BKB, but he only finds Alfu so far. He's chasing off Setsu, but he blinks, and he's going to be okay. Back in, blink back off cooldown soon. BKB is worn out. He jumps in. There's the counter initiation from 1, 2, 3. He thought that this might happen, and he was right. Monet doesn't have the Shadow Dance. He's actually getting run down.
Oh no!
One more hit. He gets up onto the high ground. He's still escaping. Triple kill. XM. They're looking for a little bit more. Blink, stomp, catches, double edge, kill, and that was just a chase too far for a bit. Grimstroke's TPing in now. They see the Queen of Pain at middle, and that's going to give James the opportunity to just jump in. He gets the ward trap onto the Witch Doctor, and he looks for a little bit more, catching onto Flyby as well. 1, 2, 3 wants to catch him. 4-step, blink forward. XM now in from the sidelines, gets the static link out.
God. He doesn't even look like a tide.
What is CDEC doing? All right, they just saw 2 heroes bottom. Do they know whether or not Quap TP? She did not TP. She can come back over here. Flyby is going to be the target. Can they actually get him down? He's trapped inside of the Master Boards. He does use the Ravage, but the Serpent Wards are going to finish him off. Lanham gets the stun out. The Stampede gets popped. Monet pops the BKB. He's trying to man fight, but the Force Staff immediately breaking that, and he gets linked. Monet not going to have any cooldowns. They do get the Death Ward channel. Getting a little bit of damage onto the Morphling, but he is already fully strength morphed. Lanham's in the tree line. Little blink back, but Eve just morphs straight into the Lion. Gives him the stun.
That hero.
Yep.
I love the design, but man, it looks so broken in the hands of a skilled player.
That's like, oh, you're a hero with a stun that wants to blink. I have a free blink. Oh,
What? Monet?
Monet, what are you doing here?
What a mistake.
What have they found? Oh, it's one more. Ward trap onto the Lion. 1-2-3 wants that kill.
He's tired of us talking about Lanham.
Yeah, he wants to get the conversation going back the other way. Well, they're on the high ground, taking the tier 3.
They're not even that far
Centaur's
ahead,
tanking it.
It feels like
RNG, what are they trying to do? They're looking for James, but he's got the blink away. They can't even really go for him. BKB forced from Monet. He knew that as soon as the Dark Pact wore out, there wasn't going to be any way for him to stick around. Afu's gone. Flyby can't even get to the fight to use the Ravage. He's been hit by the Phantom. He's going to force dive himself down onto the low ground, but can't crack and shell that off. Completed for the Morphling. Hasn't been delivered just yet, but he's still got the Aegis to keep him safe and sound. 1-2-3 goes in. Spots Afu. Knows that he just bought back a little bit earlier. The stun does not connect. This Morphling is now looking for the lockdown. Morphing into the Lion. Setsu BKBs, but it's just a defensive option to get him back to the Fountain. And CDEC looking like they are going to be taking us to a Game 5 here in this China Qualifier Grand Final.
Man, it's what an intense series so far.
All the
it's just been so many stomps.
None of the individual games are that close, but it's still a cool series. They jump in, they got the Ravage, but he's hiding in the Morphling form. Razor gets his BKB up, not taking a lot of damage, and now they've got the Soulbind, Monet, BKB, and the Shadow Dance. It's not enough to protect him. He gets stunned, and the GG gets called. Double edge on 2 heroes.
Morphling is still Morphling, and the Centaur and the Ward traps, it just made those supports look really inadequate.
I mean, these
Galaxy Brain insult.
Yeah. Like having more base damage allows you to deny more.
Lanham, I mean, XM sees him, but is that going to help him? That's the question. There's a little bit more damage coming through. Lanham wants the Courier as well. Looking like XM should be going down. Can he get the Lanham kill? Pops Fairy Fire for the turn. He gets the first blood. Again, XM making these plays. Top, still more action. Stun onto Monet. 1-2-3 walking away, but he will be brought down. Afu does have 12 stolen strength. And okay, they killed the Centaur.
Yeah.
In the very first game, was it?
Oh, nice stun.
I think so.
Don't think it'll help, though. Another nice stun. Don't tell me he's going to live.
No.
Okay. Very logical. Thank you, Kevin.
Wait, wraparound gank is the name of the game. 1, 2, 3.
DDs are good.
Yeah, stun turnaround. They're looking for some damage. Setsu, can they kill him off, actually? He doesn't have a blink.
Oh,
James gets the turnaround.
He's so good. He's just like, oh, okay, this is...
It's very hard to read.
RNG not even... not thinking about it, potentially. It's not every day that you play against Ursa necessarily, so... This is just... done. Nice and easy.
Nice call.
Yep. Oh, Lanham. All right. Long duration. Popping everything. Here and back. Razor's still fairly tanky. Can he get this BKB off? He's got a fairly big stick as well. Pops the stick, pops the BKB, pops the stick. But down he goes. Eve now looking for his target. He finds Afu. He's already taken out one.
Oh, nice.
But nice Yules. Unfortunately, the Queen of Pain BKB. Aegis is only up for another few seconds. This is actually a decent time for RNG to fight. He needs to be careful. I think they might have this time down, but the bash comes in and Setsu almost loses his life immediately. The Aegis has been reclaimed. They're focusing on Lanham in the back lines. Setsu's gone. Do catch James inside the Mass Serpent Ward trap. Razor, he's pinned inside of the arena, but not doing any damage on the walls. Making a play. Blink's coming back off cooldown. He breaks the smoke and he blinks away. They're still chasing though. Got to be careful. All right, they do pin him to the wall. This is a decent catch. Stampede runs through the middle, kiting them around a little bit. They finally bring him down, but they've already used the rage. Can they actually fight this? Ursa's just charging forward. He's also been ink swelled. Silence on the Lifestealer, and 1-2-3 buys straight back into the game. Have you seen better buybacks? Because RNG certainly have not. He's been stalled on this Manta forever.
He's got some money now, but he's trying to buy back as well.
Yeah.
He's 700 for it.
All right, nice scan.
I mean, so what's your big timing if you're RNG? Like Manta on Lysio doesn't feel.
Radiant scan, they know the heroes are here.
He's gonna go AC afterwards.
They're taking this quickly. All right, Courier to scout. They see it. Lanham, can he make a play to get in here? He's going to put down the Mass Serpent, which fly by, pushes them outside of the pit. They've got the damage, but Eve already has the Aegis and the cheese. They are trying to kill off the Centaur, but he gets pushed back into the pit. Survives a little bit longer. Lanham gets brought down. They deal with the Tombstone next. Flyby actually found the cheese. Manages to pop that, but Setsu gets stunned. Can they actually finish it off? Silence. Eve, is he going to look for the bash, or is he just disengaging? Looks like they are just leave James there. I think they actually... I thought they wanted building damage. They really just want Lanham. Force staff away, but down he goes. All right. Nothing to save him.
He can buy back.
Centaur, yeah, buying back on Lanham. Tombstone's being dropped. They get the Yules under the earth. He doesn't have BKB anymore. Can they stall out this Aegis? Glimmer Cape trying to keep him alive. It's only another 14 seconds. Eve might be better to just turn and fight the double Laguna Blade. Lifesteal almost dead. He Mantas. Now they've got the wards down, keeping the Ursa pinned. He does finally go down and pops the Aegis, but XM also taking a ton of damage. Lanham finds the double, and CDEC, maybe they're the ones throwing this game back the other way. They are going to lose all 5. Like, seriously. Oh, James, all right, once again in position to break this, but Flyby does have the Lifestealer waiting inside of him. Do they actually see him? They've got the vision up on the high ground. They see the Ursa. Can they actually get him? They are going to jump in. They bring down 1 damage on the ground. Everyone is trapped. Ursa gets pushed out. He will actually be able to escape. It's just the 2 supports so far. Can they get a little bit more? XM trying to get out of here. He doesn't have the BKB. The Yules is ready. XM just forced to stand here and fight. RNG swarm him and kill him off. It's too much. Stroke. Scout. RNG once again.
They're missing KBs and stuff too. This is pretty scary.
Yeah. All right. Razor's got a
refresher. Razor's
got a refresher.
He's got to be all in after that.
Yeah, I don't think he has buyback. Nope. All right. Well, RNG. They claim it. They've got the Aegis, they've got the cheese, they've got the refresher. Flyby's looking for a little bit more, doesn't want to use the BKB, might regret that decision. Queen of Pain jumps into a stun, will be able to get the Yules off. He's got the blink in a second. Setsu just able to escape, but he's still on the high ground. The supports are going to auto-attack him to death, and RNG just retreat out the other side.
This last time they were here, the Ursa, or the Undying died just like that.
All right, he looks for a stomp, couldn't find it. Pinned to the tree, not taking the damage from the arena, but the Lifestealers got more than enough damage there. Ursa is jumping in on top of Lanham. They also expend the Laguna Blade on him, but he gets the Ghost Scepter off, and he just keeps on walking. XM, he has used BKB number 1. BKB number 2 still waiting. Monet hiding inside of the Undying. Gonna turn around and actually decides to fight here with his Mars. Pops the cheese early. Both of these cores blow. Eve getting bashed. XM doing damage as well. He'll be brought down. He's got a buyback, and the Ursa just getting kited by the high ground Tombstone. Afu making the plays. 1, 2, 3. Force taps himself a little bit further back, but they're still chasing. Fear from the Quap. Monet wants to go deeper, but triple buyback comes out, and RNG will once again play it safe. That's what they have are important buybacks.
Awesome.
Yep.
Oh, TDC, they're holding the high ground. All right, Monet pops the rage. They do have vision up here. Fear, Stampede trying to escape. Ursa pops the BKB, but he's not able to fight, and he's already lost half of his life. James is dead for 110, and RNG sense their TI opportunity now. They're looking for the Ursa. He's going to try for the TP, just hoping, but he gets feared. He gets nullified. He's going to be killed off. 3 already dead. XM, his Razor, has looked strong, but not strong enough, and RNG have done it.
What an effort.
They are going to qualify here.
Missing out on a DPC direct invite by inches. They only had 1 more series to win at Epicenter to set themselves up for it, but they come through in the end, and oh man,
You can feel the pain.